Guys, here's how the game works. In front of each of us are two envelopes containing confessions. One of the envelopes is something that actually happened to us in real life. The other envelope is a lie. Once you read your confession, the other two have 60 seconds to interrogate you. Then each of us have to guess whether you've been telling the truth or lying. John, you'll go first.
This is complicated.
Kate, which envelope should he open? Which envelope?
One.
Hold on.
Envelope number one!
I don't want you to see anything here. Okay.
We're gonna have to read it to us anyway.
Okay, so I read what's on the card. Okay, fair enough. I was once hit by a car while riding my bike, and the driver was my girlfriend.
Gotcha. What was her name?
My name is John Cena.
No, it was her name.
That is, that's enough questions out of you. I already told you mine.
Were you dating at the time of the hit?
Yes.
And why were you riding your bike and she was in the car?
Because as a young man, I fancied myself a physically fit.
You wouldn't travel in any transportation but bicycling?
There's enough horsepower in this body to bicycle around West Newbury, Jimmy Fallon.
Did she cry when she found that she'd injured her one true love?
No, and that was the abrupt end of the relationship.
Huh. Okay, that was a good question.
What sort of bike was it?
It was a 10-speed.
What color?
It was maroon.
What year?
It was 1994.
What grade were you in school?
I was just entering college.
Where was the accident?
It was on a small street outside of Route 113, West Newbury, Massachusetts.
I think I have enough questions. Enough questions. If this is a lie, this dude should win an Oscar. That actually happened.
It's got to be real. The details are too good.
Yeah, I say real!
Well, you're both right. It's real.
Almost done.
That's great.
That is great. You almost died.
That's great. He almost died.
All right.
But he didn't. I love that. I love that.
Which envelope?
Do I choose?
Yeah.
Well, to me, you're always a number 2.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that. I made out with Gwyneth Paltrow during an SNL sketch.
Okay, what was the game of the sketch?
It was a Maya sketch. That's a prop. Don't smoke that. It's a prop. It's all fake. It's fake smoke. It was a Maya sketch, something about high school, and we were boyfriend and girlfriend or something like that. And I never go for it if I have a kissing scene, but she went for it.
How long had you been on the show?
2 seasons.
Tongue?
Yeah. I went for it. I didn't make it to air, but I think if it did make it to air, then maybe we would have struck up a relationship. Maybe.
You seem to be stuttering a lot there, Fallon.
Did you rehearse the kiss during the week?
No.
Ah.
We didn't rehearse the kiss during the. It's just she's dress rehearsal, I guess.
You seem to be moving your head a lot there, Fallon.
You're not moving your head. What is it?
I'm not moving at all,
But I
Fallon.
know, but I'm not. But I'm just a very physical person.
Don't talk to me. Talk to both of us.
We're trying to save your ass here, okay?
Okay.
We want to cut a deal.
Okay. Let's cut it.
I can get you immunity and relocation.
What do you think? Truth or lie?
I think it's total BS.
Yeah, I agree. It's a lie.
Yeah?
I don't buy it.
It's a total lie. She's very professional. She would never be that.
Horrible liar. That means you're a good man.
Really bad. I'm a bad liar. All right. Kate, it is your turn. I will choose the envelope. To me, you are a number 1.
Oh, bless you.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
That's what's in the cup. by the way.
Sweet.
I know. I drank it.
I know. We did. Certainly did.
I once snuck into a zoo after hours.
Why would you want to sneak into a zoo to see a certain animal?
Yes.
Do you have a thing for zoos, or are you just being rebellious?
I enjoy a zoo.
Do you live close to a zoo?
No.
So you had to travel to get there?
Oh, yeah.
You there alone?
No.
Besides the animals?
No.
Did the travel include anything like an airline flight?
Yes.
You flew to a place to go after hours to a
Get
zoo?
straight. What? You took a plane to walk to a zoo, to go over into a zoo after hours?
The zoo wasn't the only reason I'd boarded the plane, but it was one of them.
Were the animals sleeping?
No.
First class or coach?
Coach.
I don't believe a word of it.
Wait.
I'm sorry, wait.
Wait, why would you could fly coach? I fly coach.
Not to hop the wall in a zoo, you don't fly coach. Everybody knows that.
What are you talking about? That's not the point. I love if that's the last time we ever talked to each other. I think I can get enough questions in there, but
Too busy playing your games. Well, joke's on you, Buster.
why is the joke on me, Buster? I didn't even do anything yet.
I don't know.
I say
No way.
totally happened. Yes, I think it happened. You say it didn't happen.
It's a lie.
I say it's the truth. Yes, it is the truth! Adventurous creative mind. Our thanks to Kate McKinnon and John Cena for the true confessions. Here's how this works. In front of us are two envelopes containing confessions. One confession is true, the other is a lie. Once you read your confession, the other two players have 45 seconds to interrogate you. They have to guess if you've been lying or telling the truth. Chris, you will go first. Which envelope should he open?
Let's go with one.
Oh,
What is
here
your
we go.
story? Okay.
My first job was cleaning out breast pumps.
That was your first job?
First job, yeah.
How old were you?
I was 14 at the time.
And was it just cleaning out breast pumps, or was there other aspects to the job?
It was repairing them as well occasionally.
You repaired breast pumps at 14?
Well, like that get you with any pump. You know, there's a motor with a belt, like a rubber belt, for the suction. And
do you know that?
make repairs. Yeah.
Was this for human breasts or animal breasts?
Yeah, no, like you'd have pharmacies would rent them out, and so they could
They
come
would
back.
rent them out, because you
covered
don't
in
need them forever, right?
No, so and they'd come back covered in dry milk. So they'd have a toothbrush, and I'd clean the dry milk off.
Dry milk? I did not think I'd hear the phrase dry milk today.
And you had a tooth. This is very interesting.
That was it? That was all we get to
We
ask?
have 45 seconds. We did it.
I think it's real.
You think his first job was cleaning up?
If it's not, he's a psychopath. If he made that
He
up.
was saying like where he grew up, like his dad had like animals and stuff around. So I'm thinking maybe.
But it's a human breast milk.
I think he's inspired by what he used to do with animals,
That's very smart.
and then change it to a lie.
You're good at this. So
Right.
he took almost the truth and changed it slightly to a lie.
I'm gonna say, you lie.
Yeah,
Did you lie?
I'll say lie too.
it was the truth.
I said it was the truth! You can't blame me! I said
Where were you? Where was it?
So it was like Fisher and Paykel, I don't know, the company that makes fridges and ovens and breast pumps, and I literally worked for a pharmacy. They would rent them out. The machines would come back, and I would have a toothbrush, little spray and wipe, and dried milk covered in them. Yep.
One question.
Yep.
Do the women who use these breast pumps now know that Chris Hemsworth wants to clean their breast
Here we
pumps?
go. This is my turn. Here we go.
And can you buy them on eBay?
You can't buy them on eBay. Which one? Which envelope should I open?
Well, which one would you? We did two.
Let's go two. That's only
Yeah.
one for me, right? Let's go two for you.
Are you going to go into the? Yeah, if you go into the breast pump business.
Yeah, it's just,
Dolph Lundgren once saved me from a bunch of coyotes.
Okay.
I mean, it's so ridiculous that I'd say no, but which means it's probably yes.
Yeah. Okay. So, how long ago did this happen?
Yeah.
I'd say early 2000s, 2002.
How many
2004. I
coyotes?
was on Saturday Night Live.
How many coyotes?
I don't really know, but it was definitely at least one scurrying.
So how did he save you? What did he do?
So
Wrestle?
you're saying Dolph Lundgren saved you from a group of coyotes?
Yes. Yes.
Wait, what?
No, not coyotes. I think it was more than one. I was leaving a party, and I heard things scurrying,
What did he do? How
and
did
he said,
save you?
he's like, Jimmy, get in my car or something.
What?
Wait.
He said, yo, hey Jimmy, quick, get in my car or something like that. There's coyotes. Or
So
something.
he knew who you were.
Yeah.
So you guys were hanging out, or just happened to drive?
No, I didn't know he was there at all.
He just.
Seems true, right?
Seems true. I didn't want it to be,
Yeah.
but no. Actually, hang on. Hey, whoa. You're lying.
No, why would I do that though?
I feel like it's true because he wasn't sure on the year, and he's like trying to make us think that he's lying, but it's really the truth. He's like, oh, let's say 2002. He's
No.
trying to.
I look deep within your soul. I
got
look
in there?
deep within. Yeah, you're lying to me.
You're right, it's a lie. How cool would that be? For a second, did you think?
Yeah, for a second I did, and then I looked at you. You know, we played another game where it's like, don't laugh.
Oh,
that
and
game.
I started laughing.
And there's something there
So I
that
was proud.
happened.
I was proud that I felt like I won my hand in poker.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, all right, here we go.
I'm gonna say, what did we just go with? Number 2? Somebody go. What do you think, Chris?
I don't know, I just want to say this is great. So we're just hanging out, like three guys,
three
no
dudes.
cameras.
Yeah, don't
like,
worry about it.
All equally
cigarettes that smell
handsome,
good.
yeah.
Just fun. Number 1. Yeah.
All right,
fun.
here we go.
All right, already you're lying.
I once tried to murder someone in Singapore.
Okay, hang on. Intention, like as in.
I mean, this is gonna air on television. You know?
So,
It's a big joke. This is,
I didn't say I was successful.
What year was it?
I was maybe around 10 or 12 years old.
Okay.
so when you say murder, that wasn't self-defense. That's you were like out to get someone
I
intentionally.
was the aggressor.
And you didn't like this person? You didn't like this person?
No, I like this person.
Why?
I loved her.
Why'd you want to murder them? Why'd you want to murder
I don't know.
Wow. And
What do you mean you don't?
How did you try to murder?
Strangulation, pretty standard.
Just because, or what, no reason at all?
Well, so I was sleepwalking, and as a kid, I wasn't allowed to watch horror movies, and this person showed me a horror movie.
Whoa. Okay, wait.
I want more than 45. I want
Yeah.
like weeks with you. I really.
Something happened at the end there because all of a sudden it was, oh, I did it on purpose, and then you said you were sleepwalking.
Oh, that's very interesting.
So,
But now he's smirking, almost thinking that we're both gonna say he lied. Because now again he's doing what I did.
Look at me.
Which is the poker face. He thinks he won. I'm gonna say.
I think it's true.
I'm gonna say it's the truth.
I
You
think
tried to
it's
murder
true.
someone in Singapore.
That is correct.
Never look at you the same way. What are you talking about?
It was my aunt. And I had little 10-year-old hands. I never had a shot. But I wasn't allowed to watch horror movies as a kid, and I was staying at her house, and she was like, it's fine. I'll show you one. What's the worst that could happen? And then I tried to murder her.
In your sleep, though. In your sleep.
In my sleep, and they woke me up, and I don't remember any of it, but I remember being like, things were weird at breakfast.
You know what you tried to do last night?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, I'm glad we got to the bottom of these things. Thank you so much for playing. Chris Hemsworth, Kumail Nanjiani.